Hey everyone, welcome to WDCODERS. So in this video, we will create one project. I call the name is To-Do Management. Okay. So in the last video, lot of things I have done, just like a shared component I have created and the authentication and authorization part also I have done. So this type of things I want to use in this project. So if you're not seen that video, you can see that video. I will add those links in the description box. So you can find there. Okay. If you're not subscribed my channel, please subscribe my channel for the new updates because I will add more projects in this YouTube channel. Okay. So first of all, what we need to do, we need to check what we need to achieve in this video. Okay. You can see I'm typing the email ID here, example.com. I'm adding the password also here. So after the login, yes, you can see what I can see here, right? So all the to-dos are here. You can see by the status also we can see, right? So we have this thing also. When we click on this button, this slide panel will come and here we can add the to-do. Okay. Validation also have provided here, you can see. So when I close this, you can see all the to-dos we have here. When we click on this one button, filter also working fine, right? So if I click on progress one will come, testing also will come, done. Okay. So this is the most important thing and this is a very basic project we will create in this video. Okay, let's get started. So now I have created a fresh project. You can see on my screen. Okay, so some folders I have created and also Tailwind configuration I have done. Core folder, pages folder and shared folder I have created. So we need to create some components there, right? So first of all, we will create just like two components I need to create in the pages and GG. This is in Angular 17. Okay, so standalone component we will use here. So I am adding some components. That will be first a login page I need. Okay, we can see, okay, this is added and another one is to-do page I need. Okay, this will be a secured page. Okay, fine. So this is done and the second part is we need some services also we need. Okay, services, I will create one folder for services, constants. Okay, constants. We need some guards also we need and definitely some interceptors also we need. Interceptors, same thing. I mean, we will do the same thing which I have done in my authentication and authorization part video. Okay, interceptors and models also I need to create, right? Models, that's it. In the shared folder, I think a lot of things we need to create, just like layouts also we need to create for the default page, for the login, and header also I need to create, right? So shared components, because these will be the shared component. So to-do card, I need to-do card and I need what I need to say, only to-do card and the layouts folder I will create. The layout folders I need master, header, and default. And for UI, some components I need, just like what I need, the slide panel, alert message, right? So alert I will add here and slide panel. That's it. Okay, so now first of all we need to create all the page. We have been created all the pages. We need to register in the routes, right? Because in the routes we will need to call it this one. So how that will be, path we need to add and component, that will be the default component. Okay, we need to include here as a child component. We need to call the login one, right? So we need to add the path component will be a login component, right? That's it. The same thing we need to do for Which one? Master layout, master component we need to add here, and one to do. Okay, to do we need to call it. A further page will come, not a to do card, to do component only. Okay, so if further page will come, then we can add accordingly here, because this will be the guest routes and this will be a secure routes. Okay, so definitely we will create some guards also, but before this what we need to do is we need to create some services also. So this video will not be for the backend part, already I have the APIs, so that I will use. And the styling also I will copy paste from the last project, so that also I will show you how you can do. But yeah, this is for the core logic part which I have done. Okay, fine. So now what we need to do is we need to check how this is calling. So you can see the default works, and if I call like this, because yeah, definitely after the login the to do component we can see. But suppose if I add here, I think I can call this one. If I add like this, then yeah, master is works, but to do is not, to do component is not working. So what I need to do is in the master layout I need to add the router outlet. But before that we need to add here a router a module, right? So then this will be work component module. Here I need to add the router outlet. Okay, now you can see to do works, right? So this is in which master component. Okay, so the same thing we need to do for the default page also. We need to call the things just like a router outlet I'm using, and the common model also I'm using, because maybe sometimes we need to add some filters, so that will be work after adding this module. Okay, now the router outlet I need to add here, and now you can see if I remove this one, then login component should work. Yeah, login works fine. Now let's add some designs. Okay, so we will start with the master component first. So not a master component, first we need to add some designs in the header part. Okay, so in header I will add header. I need to use, because I have already created some classes in this folder in the assets also, you can see, right? So I have added some variables, and the common part also I have added something here. You can design accordingly which you want. Okay, so now I am adding something here just like a container I need. Okay, so class container. Okay, now flex also, flex item center, justify between, and heading also I need to add this just like a to do management. Okay. Okay, I want to add some bold part here, text excel, fine. Now not here, I think here. Okay, some div I want to add just like for the login part. Okay, so class pixel 2 I want to add here, font medium, cursor pointer. Okay, this will be a login part. Now I want to add this header part here, right? But before that we need to register this here, header component. Okay, now I can use here, if I add the header component app header, so you can see, right? So in the to do part how this is coming. Oh great, this is coming perfect. Okay, now the second part is some of app wrapper, this type of things I want to add here. So just control, I have cut this one and I've created the main also here, not this one. I think only this I need to add in this dev, and in the div I need to add this one, class container. Okay, adding also I'm adding up and bottom, app wrapper. Okay, now we need to check. Yes, now the padding also adding here. Okay, so this is done. Now we need to design something in this component to do here, right? But before this also, you know about this, we need to design the login part. Okay, so in the default file I want to add something. I am copy pasting from the last project. Okay, this is the content, this is the name, and this is router outlet. Okay, if I call this page the login page, you can see what I can see now, right? So login works, login component. Okay, so in this login component, what we need to create? We need to create a form. Okay, so form also we need to add here. We already have done in the last videos, so the same part we need to do. Okay, so first of all, I want to add some but I need a shared component because the card shape I need, right? So what I want to add here is uh, okay, not because I don't need anywhere, so I will add flex call gap. I want to add 2. Okay, it's fine. PG white, rounded shape, shadow part also I need to add, and here I need to create the main part, right? Heading I want to add h5, so this will be a login here. Okay, let's check it. Perfect. So this is nice. And some part also I need to add some the padding I need. P, if I add the 6 here, then we can see now this is, yeah, great. And in this heading also I need to add some font styling. So just like text excel, font bold, text gray, 900 is fine. Okay, and this is fine, I think. And now the main thing, right? Form also I need to add here. Form div I need to add, sorry, name, and form group, okay. This class I have added already. I have created this, you can see in the styles, right? So in the styles I have added this form group. Okay, using in this the layer I have created in the layer components I have used for this. This is the Angular property, oh sorry, not Angular, Tailwind property, by which we can create on components on classes. Okay, using the Tailwind properties. Fine. So for button also I have created for the form control, form for the form inputs also I have created. Okay, so the same thing we will use here. Okay, now I need to add the email address, and I want to add the input box text. Let's placeholder email address class I am adding form control. So okay, now we can see, yes, great, right? Oh, but some in heading I need to add some margin from the bottom. I think 2 is fine, not a 5. Yeah, that's fine. The same thing I need to create for the password, and I can add the password here. Okay, and I need one button, that will be the submit. Okay, class button primary. This is not a bootstrap, I have created the class for this, right? Okay, okay, one more thing I need to add in the form group is mb3 is fine. In the first one also mb3. Great. Yeah, that's fine. Okay, so one some span also I want to add here, just like a form email address required and for the password required. Okay, we can check how this is looking. Okay, email address is required, password is required. Okay, now I need to create something here because I want to add the form part, right? So some properties I need to add here, just like input are related to the form. So I'm adding the name is login form. By default initializing, I'm adding this from group. Okay, fine. Constructor private fb form builder. Okay, and so in this I need to add some fields. Okay, this login form is fb group. I am adding something email new form control. Okay, and validators required, validators email. Okay, the same thing I need, but I don't need this email validator here, right? So only required password. I need to add the comma here. Okay, this is fine. One more function I need to create on submit. Okay, so if this login form valid, then this will be executed. Otherwise this form mark all as touched. Okay, yes. Now in the HTML, what we need to do is, first of all we need to add some properties here, just like form group. But before that we need to import the reactive form here, reactive form module. Okay, that I have done. Now form group, in form group login form I need to add, and autocomplete off I am setting. This is fine. Non-validate, because we will add our validation in this form. And on submit, on submit I need to add here. Okay, this is the function. Now what I need to do is I need to add the form controller here, form control name. This will be a email. Okay, the same for the password. Okay, now the main thing is what we need to do is, if you see here by default the email this validation is coming, but when we click on the submit button, if we are not providing the value here, then it should come. Okay, so I want to add some classes, class also, and I need to add one condition here, right? We can add like this. This is Angular 17, so we can do like this. Okay, so I need to add login form get email as for this validation I have already a video, so if you want to see, then you can see on my channel. So one more thing I'm adding, email question mark I need to add, because touched part should be there. Okay, so you can see now it's coming. This is fine. The same thing I need to do for the password. Okay, I'm copy pasting here, and this validation part I need to add here like this, and it should be a password. Sorry, it should be a password. The same thing I need to add here. Okay, now, right, and if I refresh this one, when I click on the submit button also, it's working fine, because of we have set the condition right here, mark all as touched. Okay, so now in the input box also I want to add some classes dynamically, so I am copy pasting there so that you can understand. I did not mention anything differently here. You can see, so invalid if our field is invalid. Okay, and this condition, you are aware of this condition, the same condition I have maintained here, right? So valid, if our field is valid, then it should become like this. I need to wrap up. Okay, now you can see. Okay, so how that will be on UI, like this. Okay, fine. If I provide the value here, example.com, right, this is green. So this is it which I want to add. So same thing I'm doing for the password. Okay, so now this is done. So our form part is done now. So now we need to go to the to do management. Okay, so on the to do, what I need to do is, first of all, I need to add, yes, we need to create one shared component for this. We have been already created in this, right, to do card. So first of all, we need to register this one so that we can understand, yeah, this is working fine. So to do card component. Okay, and now to do card I need to add here. Now we need to design this to do card, but before that we need to check this is working fine or not. Yeah, to do card is coming. Okay, so this is working fine. Now now we need to add some heading part also in this to do HTML page. So before this, we need to add one div that will be a flex call. I think I can add some part here. I need to add this div like this. Yes, flex I need to add, sorry. Okay, the second part is we need to add one button and one heading. So okay, so yeah, this function we will add, no problem. And first of all, we need to check how this is coming, manage to dos, and this add to do button is coming. Okay, so now this part we need here in this div. Okay, and in this I am adding empty top 3, bg white, shadow also I need to add. Okay, let's check it. Yeah, this is fine. Yep. Okay, now something also I want to add is just like I need a slide panel also here. So no problem. Before this, we need to create to do, we need to design the to do card. Okay, so now we need to come on the to do part. So first of all, what we need to add is some properties. Okay, which I need, just like input I am adding. So I need type, which type of card we have. Before this, we need to create some model interface, or the type also we can add export type I to do type. Okay, we can call this name open, and we need to add the status, right? Not like this, man. Okay, progress, and we need to add testing. We need to add done. Okay, export type I to do status. Okay, one array also I am maintain here. I want to maintain because of definitely this array we can use anywhere. Maybe we can optimize the code, but remember, in one shot we can't optimize the code. We need to write the code day by day. We will definitely we can optimize this code. Okay, testing I need to add one more property here. Done. Right, okay, that's it. Now I to do I can add here to do type, right? By default, suppose I'm adding open, and input. If I add just like input, if I add one more to do, that will be a null property by default. To do one more to do, I think one models we need to create. I did not create the to do for this, so I need to create this one. We can create one model here. Add export interface. So face I to do ID, that will be a number. Okay, colon also I need to add. Title string, description string, I to do type, created at string, updated at string. Okay, now this is done. Now we need to add this here. So by default this will be like this. Okay, now application is fine. Okay, now we need to add some styling part. So a div flux, I am adding justify between, gap 10, py5, px6, cursor pointer, hover bg gray. I think 100 is fine. Okay, relative I need to add border, border from the bottom, border gray 200. Okay. Okay, so I need to add which part, title I need to add, right? So in this day, first of all I will add h4 because I need title. So to do title. Okay, but right now we don't have a data, so definitely some nothing will come here. So what we will do, we will create one dummy data. So before this we need to create one service so that we can add the dummy data there. But see, we need to add the API at the end. So just like create a services for now. So but without service. Okay, ng as services core services. Okay, to do service I need to create. You can find there, and actually I want to pass something here. That will be get all to do. Sorry, not a string. Nothing I need to add. By default observable I am adding. I think not observable for first time. I think we can revert this returned. What I need to return, that will be object just like a ID, constant to dos. I'm adding one array and I can type I to do. Okay, so I want to pass one object already, one object only we can pass ID just like a 1. Okay, or we need a title, suppose test title. Okay, description I need, description, test description. Okay, status also I need. So do we have the status really? Yes, status we have, but we have the type, right? So status we need to add open. I think open we can add is fine. And what are the important property? That's it, man. Nothing, right? Why this is coming? I think const. We don't need to add the const here, right? So what I'm saying, to do's unknown word. No problem, but this will work. This is not an issue. Okay. So what is which is missing here? Oh, sorry, man. Okay, we need to add like this. Okay, fine. Now what we need to return this dot todos. Okay. So this function we can call it here in todo component constructor and private todo service. Todo service. Okay. And we need to add get all todos. Okay. This todo service get all todo and in get todos I todo. This will be array. Okay, by default that will be blank. And now we are passing this todos, right? And we need to implement which one? On init ng on init. Okay, this get to do. Okay, fine. Now this variable we can use on the HTML page. So what I need to pass is type, and we need to send the todo. Okay, before this we need to add what? G4. Here we need to provide the todos. Okay, and this I need to put inside of this curly braces. Okay, this is fine. Now this item we need to provide item type, I think type, not a type, status, I think this is, and item, right? So now we have the data. Test title is coming. Yes, great. Okay, now some of the part also we need to add here, just like a paragraph. That will be a to do description. Okay, to do description is coming. Now font bold, or I want to add text, class text gray is 400, I think, and height also I am adding here overflow y, that will be a hidden, right? Fine, this is okay. I want to add some border in the left side, border L4, and suppose I'm adding blue 100. Nothing is coming. Why this is not coming? Border L4. Okay, border blue 200. I think in the left I need to provide some padding. Maybe then it will come. No, nothing is coming here. I need to check once. Why it's not coming? Oh my god, this is spelling mistake. Okay, border. Perfect. Now one thing also I want to add, just like which one? We need to add some just like a status also we need to add in the right part. So if I add just like open, okay, we can see open is coming fine, but we need to add some styling gray, that will be 100, border gray, that will be 500, text gray 600, access font medium, P1 px2 rounded full. Okay, let's check it. Great. Okay, now left I have added. This is fine. I think this is done, right? If I add one more part here, just like in the component, suppose I am adding like this, then how it is coming? Great, perfect, man. So this is fine. Okay. Now the second component what I need to create is slider. Also we have been added because we need to add the data, right? So slide panel also we need to design in the UI we have. So in the last video, we have been created this slide panel shared component. So what I will do in this video, I will copy paste all the code here, right? Okay. If you want to see that, you can refer the last video. Okay. Okay. Event emitter I need to add here for the trigger part, and yes, some animation I need. So this is it. Okay. So I need this component in this to do component. Okay. So slide panel, I am adding slide panel component. Okay. What I need to do is I need to add here in this slide panel, and we need a form here, right? So what I need to do is I need a form, but before that we need to add the form in the component first. So what I will do, I will add to do form group. Now in the constructor I need to add form builder. Okay, and in this constructor I think we can add these fields. I'm copy pasting the code. You know how we need to create the form, right? So this is form control I'm adding. Validators also I need. By default you can see in the status what I have passed is open, right? So some this type of part we have been added here in this component, but before that we need to check how that will be called, because slide panel we need to add. So what I will do, header text I am providing here, which one? To do details. Okay, is open, we have the property, so I will create one variable there in my component, parent component, panel open. Okay, and for on close also I will create one function, not man on close, yes, this one, right? On close slide panel. Okay, I think I need to create in this, not in this. Here I need to create this one. By default that will be false, right? And this function also I want to add here, because this is how what this function will do. False, right? Every time that will be close this. So on this button click, I need to open this one. So I will add the click method here, open slide panel. Okay, I can set the true here, just like I have done in this function. What I have set the false, but I can add here this true. Okay, now we need to check. This is calling, that's fine, but header text is not coming. Let's check it, why it's not coming. In the slider panel, what we have, header text. Do we have the header text here? Yes, header text is coming, no problem, it should come. We are providing also header text. Let's check, really we don't have. No, In H4 we don't have nothing. Maybe something I need to add. One thing also I need to add in the configuration. Actually, when you add the animation, so one line you need to add here, just like this one, right? And this you can register in this import provide form, I think. Yes, here. So browser animation module. Now we need to check. To do details. Yes, this is coming. Perfect. Okay. Now, so in this component, I need to add those fields which have been added here. These fields. Okay. So I think some copy paste we can do because we need to create the form. So you know how to add these fields. So what I will do, some validation part also I need to add. So I am copy pasting. So you can see for the title I have created this one. Okay. And this part for this the description also I need the same thing I have done, which I have done in the login page. Okay, in the login page I have provided the validation there, and this type of fields also I have created right here. Now I need one select box by which I can choose the status. This status we will create definitely. So one more thing, the button also I need to add here after the form, right? So to do status we need to create. Why this is to do status? Because you know in the to do card we have been created one thing, right? One array we have been create. You can see here this one. So in this to do status, what we have, to do status is equal to do status. And not is equal, I think we can assign directly this we can do. This is added or not. Okay, one thing we need to do, I think in this let me check once what we have in the to do card. Okay, we need to add the constant actually here, because this will be the array. Okay, so this I have provided. Now we need to check what we have in this. Okay, buttons also we have, this drop down we have been added, description box also we have, and the title, right? So when we click on the cancel button it should be gone, right? So this is working fine. When I click on this one it is working fine. Also what I need to do is I need to add one function here, because when I click on the submit button it should be called to the API, right? So what I will do, I will add some ng form, but before this what I need to add is reactive form module, right? Reactive forms module here. Then I can add this one. So what we have, to do form. Okay, again no autocomplete of non-validate, no validate. Okay, no validate action, not required action. I think we need a ng submit, and on submit one function I will create here. Okay, so same thing what we need to do is just like a login form we have done, right? On submit okay, if this to do form valid, otherwise this to do form mark as touched. So let's see what we can do. And we click on this, yeah, this touch part is coming. Okay, so this is fine. Now I think most of the part I think we have done. So let's create the logic part, right? So we need to create some services. We need to add one some constants here. So I am adding one file, constant.ts. So what I need to do is export constants. So I want to add for one the token, and one for the API, Okay, and the second one because 8000 in the Laravel I have created, so no problem. Now some endpoints also I want to add, just like export const API endpoint. So auth endpoint I am adding here. First one will be the register, we are not including here, so I can add the login. If you want, you can add. Okay, API URL I need, and I want to add the login, right? Okay, so login I need, logout I need, and logged user information also I need, logged user if required, right? We are not doing anything for the logged user data, but if we require, then we can call this one, no problem. And one more thing, the main part is to do add point, right? So this we need, so we need get all to do. Okay, so what we can do is API, I think the same we can use, but only what we need to do is we need to change which one, oh, which one, this one. Okay, to do. So I am adding for add to do, update to do. I think all are same, right? So for now, update to do, add to do, this is I have added. Okay, now we need to create some services, just like token and auth. So the same thing which I have done in the last authorization video. So I will add some functions in the service file, in the token service file. So first of all, I want to add in the token because I need everywhere this one for the guards or interceptors. So I will add the token services first, some part. So I want to add in the token, I need to add is authentication behavior subject. Okay, boolean I want to add, new behavior subject boolean, this will be a function. By default I'm passing false. Okay, now one more thing, we can add some functions here, just like a get token. Okay, we need get token, and we need a set token. Yes, we need set token because we need to set the token string, we will add as a string here. And local storage set token, set item, you can, constant we have been added the current token, so token we can set in this, sorry, not a toolbar, token. Okay, this we have done. Now also we need to provide return, also we need to add a return get item. Okay, get item, we don't need to pass anything here, but return type we need to add string or val or can be a null. Okay, now the third one is remove token. Yes, remove token, I think we can make a copy of this one, right? We can add the name here, remove token. We don't want to return anything here, but only what I need to do is I need to remove this one, remove item. Okay, one more thing, when we when the login process will be done, then we need to update the token here. So that also we can do using this one status, because we need to update this is authentication, right? So I want to create one function here. So this is is authentication next status. Okay, we need to set update token. We need to call here because when will be a when we will do the logout, so we need to set the false here, right? And when we will set the token, we need to add the true here. Okay, one more part is suppose we have been refresh, right? So we need to get the token, and we need to again set the token to this behavior subject, because when we will reload, behavior subject will be auto set to false. Okay, so I am getting the token from this dot get token. If we have the token, then we need to update token true. Okay, so this is done. I think most of the part we have done in this. I think nothing we need to add here. Okay, now in the auth services, same in the last video I have created in authentication authorization part. If you've not seen, then you can see. Okay, on login I need to create, and before this I need to set some models here because I need this one definitely. So in the model, okay, so auth.model.ts export interface I user id number name string. We will in this video, I think I'm not using this one, but this type of structure we need if we want to display the logged in user detail, right? And not a role. I think this is fine. Okay, so we want to know, I mean we need to understand what should be the login response. So interface from the API I am getting like this message, I'm getting token also I'm getting token tree. I think already only token I am getting, right? I user I can add. Yes. Okay, one interface for the login. Login email string password string. We are not using I mean we will use this one here because data we need to provide. Okay, and http private http client I can add here. HTTP only, I think this is fine. Return this .http post I need to add. I login response and function tilt sign API endpoint login. That's it. Very simple, right? Because we have been defined already. So okay, one more thing. This is post. To include this one, return we are adding. It should be a pipe because before passing the data we need to, what I need to do is not like this map. I want to set the token response return response. Okay, if response, I mean we are getting something from the backend, so this token service I need to include private token service. So token service I am adding, set token I am adding here, and from the response token I need to pass. This is done. For the logout, on logout, this .http post, and I think I need to add this one, but logout only. that will be a null or blank we can pass. Nothing we need to pass. In the subscribe, what I am adding next, dot response. After getting a response, if nothing we will wrong we will receive from the backend, then what we need to do is we need to remove the token. Response this token service remove token. Okay, this is fine. And also we don't need to use this one like this, but what we can do like this. This is also fine, right? Okay, so both method we have been created. Now the to do part, I think this is fine, but we need to create some interceptors, right? Interceptors, guards also we need to create. So so first of all, and geo guard, I need to add core guards, auth guard can activate, and the second one is guest guard, right, for the login page. Okay, interceptor also I want to create, so let's create interceptor. Yes, interceptors. One as I need to remove. Okay, HTTP interceptor is fine. So first of all, we will add the code for HTTP interceptor. So what I need to do is, before this, I need to inject token service. Inject, okay, token service. Fine. Now constant router also I want to call it here. So token service, not a token service, sorry, router. This, okay. So token services is authentication, subscribe. Next, that value in the function I am adding here. If value we have, then request we need to create a clone, right? And we need to set the headers, because I need to pass the authorization token to the backend, right, for the API. If we have, if this is authentication part is done, I mean already logged in user we have. Okay, so dollar this no, not this, token service get token we need to pass here. Okay, this is done. Now one more thing, if unauthorized user, this type of message we get, and we got 401 status from the backend and HTTP error response, then we need to redirect to the login page also again, right? So this part also we need to handle. So I am adding pipe here, not this one, we need a map we need to add, right? In the I think nothing I need to do. I need to do only the catch error. I need to add the catch error dot http error response. Okay, now if dot status is equal to not a 4 equal I have added, but which I don't want to add, HTTP response, HTTP error response, this is fine. Actually why this line is coming, because I need to throw some error, right? Throw error, I think, yeah, this one, and I need to throw error error. Okay, so this one we need to create constant error. Okay, dot error, question error, message dot status text. Okay, if 401 we are getting from the backend, then token services dot remove token if we have, otherwise router dot navigate to the first page. Okay. Okay, this part is done. Okay, HTTP interceptor is done, but we need to register this one. Where we need to register in not a router config. We need to register here. Yes. So the same thing. I mean, how which we have done in the last video. So provide HTTP client with interceptors, and I need to add in the HTTP interceptor. So this is fine. Okay. So this is we have done. Now we need to add the code for the guards, which is very important, because see, we have been created two guards, auth guard and guest guard. Auth guard we want to use for the secured part, right? So the same thing we need to do, which we have done in the interceptor. What we have done, we need to inject this one, both of thing. So okay, router, this is fine. Okay, now the same thing, I need to read this one, but I don't want to this part. I need to do it like that. Is, I mean, this is auth guard. So if we don't have the value, then what I need to do is router.navigate. I need to pass out. I need to redirect to the first page, right? Login page. Okay. Now in the guest part, this will be the opposite thing. I need to add like this. I will copy here. Okay. So if we are logged in, then what we need to do is, okay, router I need to add, inject also I need to inject this one. Okay. So if we have the value, then it should be redirected to the to do. Why we are calling the login page if we have if user login already. Okay. So this one we have been added. Now now what we need to do is need to check how this is working. So first of all, we need to make a change for the login page, right? Because after login, when user will be login, that one, what we need to do is we need to redirect to the to do page. Okay, so this type of things we need to do. And you know, in this component what I have done this where we need to make a change here in this. So first of all, we need to inject the services auth service. Okay, auth service. Okay, now I need to add auth service dot on login dot subscribe, and I need to pass the value, right? This dot login form dot value. So this I want to add, and if all thing is fine, that will be redirected. That will be redirect. And also I want to add some messages there if something is wrong. So alert I did not create, but yeah, we can create. For now, this is we need to do. We need to check how this is working. So if I go to the login page like this, okay, we need to check admin at example.com. I'm passing the password, and you click on the submit button. It's working fine, right? So this is working fine. So after the login, we need to redirect to the to do page. How we can do this one? First of all, I am clearing this application storage data. So I'm refreshing this one. What I need to do is I need to add here. First of all, in the app routes, can activate, I need to add can activate here guest route, guest guard, sorry. Okay, the same, that will be the auth guard, right? Okay, now again we need to do, so admin and example.com 1 2 3 4 5 6. Yeah, this is working fine. Yes, Now if I want to access the login page, I can't access, right? I can't access. This will be redirected to my to me on this page. Okay, so now also you can see here what I need to do is, based on the condition, if our user already login, I need to add this one. Okay, logout and login I need to add here. So for this we need to go first in header component. So in header what I need to do is, I need to inject the service. Which service? Token service, private token service, token service. Okay, and I need to create one variable here is authenticated. I think the dollar I want to add. Okay, this dollar I need to pass the data this dot this one like this, because this will be we will send our observable here, token services. Fine, right? Now this one we can use for set the condition, right? So in header component what we will do, if is authenticated async is true. Okay, dollar we need to add, I think. Yes, so async no pipe. Okay, no pipe means we need to add the common module here. Perfect. Now I want to add in this condition, if already user authenticated, then we need to set as a logout page. Okay, logout logout, and one more thing is todos, right? So if the user is logged in, and one more thing, we can add one click method here by which we can log out on logout, right? This we can do here, but where we have this one on logout services, we need to import private auth service, auth service. Okay, so here this auth service on logout I need to go like this. Okay, this is fine. If we want to check this one, okay, todos logout coming in this like this. So in this I think something I need to add here, class flex and gap will be 3, I think is fine. Perfect. Okay, now if I want to do, if I click on the logout, yes, this is working fine. If I want to access the to do page, I can't access. Okay, so again I need to log in at example.com. Okay, this is logged in. Now this part we need to add. When we click on this submit button, to do should be added here, added there. Okay, so first of all what we will do, services we need to add for to do. The constant already we have been added. So in this to do, first of all we need to add the services, because when we click on the add, all the services should be work. So add to do, these function we need to do. Before this we need to create to do model. I think model to do model we have been created already, but I think I need a response. So in this I can add, because I don't know how the response will be there, but yes, so we need to add like this, not export interface I response. Okay, that will be a T. We don't know which type model of data we have. If we want to use in other for other purpose also we can use this one. Okay, message string. Sometime will come, sometime maybe will not come. Okay, so now this HTTP, before that we need to add here private HTTP client. Okay, now the post part I need to add post. Okay, and dollar API endpoint to do add. Okay, and I need to pass the data. How data will come? I need to return this one, and how data will come? Data I to do. Okay, like this. Perfect. Okay, so same we need to call for this one. I am calling like this, return data. I want to call get all data. Okay, that will be a get method. Okay, I need to add the observable I response I to do like this. This is also we can add here like this. Okay, this is fine. Same thing, but that will be one object, not an array to do. And this is also we can add here. Okay, fine. And for update also I need, so I will copy paste this one. I will add update to do data we are passing, which data we need to update. So I am passing here, and the data also the same. Yes, this is also we need to change update data. Now we don't need this. Okay, because now we have made a dynamic data. Okay, now we need to go to this to do component, right? So what the next part we will do, I mean all the to do's you can see on the screen. Error is coming because of is missing following properties length component. Okay, in the component this is saying because of we already have the dummy data, which now we want to replace that one, right? So that part we need to do now. Okay, so before this, first I need to add to do services already we have. We need to just replace this one. Dot subscribe next response this to do's, not a to do form, to do's. Okay, response data. Now we can check. My god, lot of data we have, right? New, open. Okay, why this is coming like this? We need to, I think dynamic data I think we have, right? Status item. Okay, fine. So right now we can see how the data is coming, but we have this different status done, testing, progress. So why it's not coming like this? We need to maintain the condition in the to do card also. So let's do it. To do card. So the same condition based on the condition we need to populate this one, right? So what I will do, I will create some conditions here using the if. Okay, I'm copy pasting this one. So we need to repeat this one according to the status. We need to populate this one, right? So the same thing we need to do, but based on condition we need to do. So at also I need to add here. Okay, if I remove this line, you can see how this will work. open, done, testing, progress. This is fine. This is also we need to be add on based on condition. So I am adding a class here, right? You can see what I have done. Left border, right? Blue by default I have provided, but based on condition also we can do. So I need to remove this one. How that to do part will become like this. So now you can see, right? This is also coming in a good way. Okay, fine. Now in this to do component, what I need to do is if I click on the submit button, to do should be added there. So first of all, what I will do, this to do services and add to do. I will this to do form value I need to provide. Subscribe. Okay. And yes, next I need to add response also I can add. But what I need to do is if the to do will be added, first of all I need to add get to all to dos again, right? And the second part is I need to close which one? On close slide panel. Okay. Okay, one more part I think we can do, because when we do this, then form also we need to be reset. So that also we can do, but we will do this later. First of all, we will check how that will become. If we add the to do, you can see in line number 61 we have the error. What error we have? Okay, this error. Now we will try to add the to do. Test to do. Same in the description. Open. When I click on the submit button, this is adding. Okay, this is adding to the top. So this is working fine. Now we need to update this one, right? So when I click on this, then to do should be open. So to do should be open, and we need to call the slide panel again. So what I need to do is, for this I need to add one function here, where this one, right? So when I click on this one on load to do form, and item.id also I'm passing here. This function I want to create here. Okay, so two things we need to do. First of all, I need to get the data, right? I can get the data, and what I can do is if I pass the item, right, then I can get this item detail here. Item I to do, I think this is fine. So we will add one variable here, this dot no to do id. By default that will be a blank. Now to do id blank, or maybe undefined, or null we need to set, right? This is fine. First of all, this dot to do id equal to item dot id. Now we need to patch the form. This to do form dot patch value, right? Title we need to patch item dot title. Description item dot description. Status item dot status. Okay, what this is saying, number is not undefined. Okay, not undefined. We can set like this. Okay, now what I need to do is, so some more thing we need to do. We need to open the slide panel. So we will create open slide panel. This we will call, and I think this is fine. Suppose if I click on this one, how that will be work? Perfect. If I click on this, done. Perfect. Okay, fine. So now we need to update. So based on the condition also we can do, just like, that's why I have added that one. So if we have this to do ID, right, we need to update. Here what we will pass, this dot to do ID. Okay, we will pass this one, and the same thing, get all to dos on close slide panel. We can merge these two services also, but now what we will do, for now we are calling like this. Okay, we need to check this to do will be updated or not. So if I change the status of this to in progress, when I click on the submit button, yes, this is a, oh, one more added here. So we need to check why this is calling, because this is added again. Okay, we need to check how this is going. So if we have the to do IDs available, then it should call the update to do. In the update to do, what we are calling update to do, this is fine. Update to do. I think we need to cross check the API. What we have in this API, update to do is fine, but we need to yes, I think something we need to pass, because this ID I need to be add, right? So where I need to add this one here. Okay, so this is I have done. Check it again, progress, click on submit. Something we are getting a method not allowed. Which one? Post. Okay, we need to add the put here. Okay, let's check it once again. So again, if I click on this one, progress, perfect. Okay, this is working fine. The filter part also we need to be add here. So first of all, we need to add some blocks, some buttons here, because when we click on this one, then filter part should work. So first of all I am adding one filter status function here, because what I need to do is, when I click on that one, I need to grab the status on which button I have clicked on, right? So first of all I am adding one function here. Before the submit I can add, so on not like this, on filter by status. Okay, status string I will get either be a blank or we have the value. This filter, okay, filter by status, one variable I want to create here, by which we can get, in which we have the data, on which data we are want to filter out. Status, that will be a string, right? By default I am setting as a blank here. So this filter status, and this get all to dos, I am passing the status here. Okay, right now we don't have nothing here, so status I need to pass status string. We can pass like this, or what we can do like this dot filter status. Okay, this is also we can do. Now get all to do, in this also I want to add the status. So in the status query string. As a query string I need to send out, so let query string blank by default if status string. If the status is not blank, then query string should be status dollar status. Okay, then this query string I want to pass where here I need to pass with the question mark dollar. Okay, this is fine. So again, if I checked so in line number 44, let me check what we have in the 44. Okay, you can see the API is calling, so this is working fine. Now we need to add some buttons here. So when we click on this one, then based on the value we need to filter the data. Okay, so I am adding some buttons. I have the code, so you can see these buttons I have added based on the filter: open, progress, testing, and done. I am adding. Okay, so now you can see in every button we have the data. In every click we have the data: open, progress, testing, done. So nothing we need to do for this, just we need to click on open data we have. Yes, you can see in the query string we are passing open, right? When we click on the progress will be work out. Okay, so this is the part which I want to do. So you can see this is a very simple application. As a beginner application, definitely in the future I will come with more projects in Angular. So if you like this video, please hit the like button and subscribe to my channel for the latest updates. Thank you so much.